Hey everybody, how's it going? It's Corey, also known as fluffynope. And today, we're gonna do more food stuff. I want to start out by saying I am sorry for not posting for the last week. I've been a bit under the weather, and there's been a few things that have happened, but don't worry. We're back and we're recording. We're gonna be ranking things based on how sour they are. We're gonna start off with this. A lemon. Nice little lemon, nice and cut, pre-cut, pretty. We're then gonna jump over to Sour Patch Kids. Sour Patch Kids Extreme. This Warhead. Then finally, straight citric acid. Now, for those of you at home who don't know what citric acid is in a practical sense, used to can things like tomatoes. But it also makes things really, really sour, and it's used on things like Sour Patch, on Skittles, on things like that to make them sour. We're gonna eat straight citric acid today. We're gonna see how that ranks in compared to things like the Warhead and all of that. So without further ado, we're gonna jump into this, and we're gonna start with the lemon. So here we go. You know, I just made that face. Get more juice out of it. And it's definitely tart. It's definitely sour, but it tastes more like someone just didn't make lemonade right. It doesn't really taste like mind-numbingly sour or anything like that. So, like I said before, lemon is our baseline. So I'm really, really hoping this other stuff gets more sour than a lemon. Because if it doesn't, I just flat out won't let you see this video. All right, so next up, as I just cleared my mouth out with some water, just because I want a moderately fresh palate. Next up is the Sour Patch Kids. So we're gonna go with green because green is the color of the channel, although the background's blue right now. Ignore that. Green is the color of our channel, so we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna jump in and we're gonna do that. If I'm being honest, that's below the lemon. So for those of you following along at home, in the rankings so far, we have Sour Patch Kids as being the least sour, followed by lemon. All right, next up, we're gonna bump things up and go Sour Patch Kids Extreme. Let's see how that goes. Again, for the sake of fairness, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna pick a green one. See, this is a different color because, well, different bag. And we're gonna give this a try. So here we go. Definitely more sour than Sour Patch Kids. Hence the extreme. I would put it on par with a lemon, though. It's not really above it. Let's try a blue one. It's not really above it, but it's not really below it. Let's try this blue one and see if it makes a difference. Didn't really make a difference. So as the least sour goes, standard Sour Patch Kids, followed by a tie between lemon and Sour Patch Kids Extreme. Now I'm going to take a swig of water here, and that's to clean out the palate, because next up is the Warhead. So that's going to be fun. While I'm waiting for that to kind of settle down a little bit, don't forget to check out my stream today. I'm streaming today for at 3 p.m. So tune in, check it out. It's gonna be fun. I haven't figured out what we're doing quite yet. There's probably gonna be some chatting. There's also gonna probably be some gaming, more than likely be some gaming. I just haven't figured it out. I'm thinking Power Rangers only because, come on, Power Rangers. But we'll find out. All right, now onto this magical little warhead. Come on, thank you. This warhead. It's worth noting, I haven't had a warhead in about 20 to 25 years. I've only had one of these once, and from what I can remember, I didn't like it because it felt like it hurt. So now we're jumping up. We went from, you know, oh yeah, pick me up some gummies, and you know, oh look, a little bit more tart lemonade, to extreme sour. So we've gone from that to sour. So what is supposed to be extreme sour. So let's give this a try. This is definitely, we look at it, it's a lot more covered. It's covered in something, I just don't know what it is. Mainly because there's no real ingredients on this. Yeah, there's no ingredients on this, so let's cry. Okay. Wow. That's more sour. Oh my gosh. And for those of you wondering at home, I'm still having fun. That was just more than I was expecting. Oh my god, that's still tightening up my jaw. That was crazy. And I know some of you are like, oh, you're a wussy. Yes. So, alright. I'm gonna give that a minute. And I'm gonna drink some fluids to get that out of my mouth so we can get some citric acid. Got the taste of Warhead out of my mouth mostly. And now we're gonna do something different. So in case you're wondering, I did open this up before starting this video, and I did take a little pinky, dipped it into it, and tasted it because I needed to know how potent this stuff was actually going to be. And the reason being is that I take one of these and I throw it in my mouth. This video might not stop recording because I'm on the ground crying. So, based on how potent it is, because it is really potent, I discovered, and my wife, much to her chagrin, discovered. I'm gonna do, losing stuff here. 1/4 teaspoon, filled to the brim, because we do need to give a proper taste. So, yeah, cheers. Oh god. Holy crap. I didn't even get the whole thing in my mouth. Most of it's actually over there. Oh my god, that was so much worse than earlier when I opened it. Wow. That just hit. I need water. I'm sorry, guys. Yeesh. Yeah, no, I wasn't expecting that. I did take a little taste of it, but it was no worse than like, it was no more than like dipping a wet finger into like the Fun Dip powder and then licking it. It wasn't all that much. So I got a little taste and I was like, oh, that's a bit sour. Okay, this might not be too bad. It is so much different when you're taking a quarter teaspoonful. It's even making this water sour. That's crazy. My goodness. So, for those of you watching at home, see if I can pick up this cutting board when I cut the lemon. That's all powder from the citric acid. There's also a nice little pile of it over here on this table. I didn't even make it all into my mouth. I'd say I made half of it, and it hit me to the point you saw it. Let's show the replay of it. Cheers. Oh God. Sorry guys, I'm still tasting it. I'm genuinely still tasting it. That was a bad idea. That was a really bad idea. You know what's a worse idea that I just thought of? Didn't lick this half of the lemon. Let's put some citric acid on it. Get a little bit of lemon. Squeeze a little bit of lemon juice. There we go. Great. Just for good measure. All right. You know what? It's on there. It's wet, so it's sticking. Give this a lick. I'm curious. Yeah, that was a bad idea. That was a really bad idea. That was somehow worse. I guess I wouldn't call it worse. But it was just like two different types of sour. And both of them hit you in different ways. Like one's just straight up sour. And the other one's like tart. It's like a tart sour. So when both of those hit you, it's just like, ugh. Then the citric acid takes over even further, and then it's just like, so. I've been not ranking these, have I? I kind of stopped after the Sour Patch Extreme. All right, well, let's rank this. I have to rank it. Going from least sour, well, actually, let's go from most sour to least sour. Number 1, citric acid. That was, ew. That was bad. Yeah, number 2, Warhead. I didn't think that anything could get more sour than Warhead. I was wrong. I was very wrong. But I learned. Number 3 is a tie between the lemon, just the standard lemon, not the citric acid lemon, and Sour Patch Kids Extreme. I mean, it was really, it was two different types of sour. One was a tart sour, the other one was just straight sour, but I couldn't differentiate which one was worse, so. And last but not least, coming in dead last, Sour Patch Kids. And that's my list. So Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, please throw a like down below and don't forget to subscribe. I think every Friday we're going to do something new food related. It's not always going to be one of those ranking things or how many awkward or weird faces I can make while I eat something that I probably shouldn't be eating. I have a few ideas floating around. But also, thank you guys so much for watching again, and don't forget to check me out today at 3 p.m. on Twitch and on YouTube Live. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.